Okay, well, good morning, everybody, and we're here today to talk about the Touchmark Gold Standard. And I've been asked to speak to you about kind of the big picture of what the Touchmark Gold Standard means to our company, how it was developed, where it came from, and where we're going with it. Our 5 core values of hospitality, teamwork, excellence, compassion, and integrity have really defined the way that we've operated as a company from our inception. What's exciting about this is in the last few years we've evolved this to an even more personal message with our 15 values that we celebrate daily in your stand-up meetings throughout the company. Every one of them starts with the letter I, and they're so personal to our residents because we ask them to live up to those same values. We've evolved the same concepts that have driven us for all these years into a more individual and personalized approach for each of you and for each of us to think about together, to be able to personalize and make part of our lives every day. And it's really that same set of values and core beliefs that fuels the Touchmark Gold Standard.
We already do a really good job of enriching people's lives. The Gold Standard will take us to the next level, which will set us, I believe, apart from how other communities provide service to residents.
All the new standards will help Touchmark evolve into the next level of greatness.
To be part of that process where we can now take those values that are so important to us and put some pretty measurable objectives and goals and standards in place will help us all be better at enriching people's lives.
It will also help all of our communities deliver consistent, superior quality.
Our gold standards help us figure out what this sense of home is, from the flowers in our common areas to what the temperature in people's homes are. The gold standards help us figure out what those are so we don't have to guess.
Whether it is changing a light bulb for a resident or whether you've got a major project that you're working on, it allows you to take that standard and apply it uniformly across the board, and so it doesn't matter what you do, you're applying that standard to it.
Our standards also help us figure out how to communicate with our team members and residents. You may have to ask your husband to fix a leaky toilet for a few months, but you won't have to ask us twice. We're honored to have these gold standards help us create a great sense of home for our residents.
The Touchmark Gold Standard will allow us to stay ahead of the curve in regards to the care that we provide for residents each and every day. It's going to allow us to stay in compliance easier with the ever-changing state regulations, and hopefully it will allow us to have longer employee retention who uphold our values each and every day.
There are no standards that came from some book of appropriate standards. Every standard came from our employees, from our department managers, from our department participants, up through this process.
What we asked our people to do when they created the standards is to really think about how would you want to feel.
It was helpful to learn from the other communities, the other individuals involved in the collaboration of creating these gold standards, because we all learn in different ways with different individuals what to do and what not to do.
If you're a musician or an artist or an athlete, it's often pretty easy to tell what excellence is. You win or you get your work published or whatever it is. But for our industry, the Touchmark Gold Standard defines what excellence is. This really makes it specific and defined so that we can deliver on that excellence and feel proud about it every day.
It has been one of the biggest collaborative efforts in Touchmark history, and it brought together a ton of energy and enthusiasm.
As we all know, each of our communities operate a little bit differently and they have their own flair. It's going to be really fun to see how each of the different standards are leveraged company-wide to make us consistent and to really raise the bar.
It wasn't meant to be stifling, but liberating, to say, here's a lot of great ideas that will help avoid challenges and really will take expectations beyond what the norm is.
This is an exciting time at Touchmark as our values take on new life and vigor.
And I'm excited for us as a company. I'm excited for each of us individually to be a part of this and to really expand on our brand and what we are with our own individual commitment to these standards.
And that means that when they leave, when they walk out the door, they will think to themselves, those people really enriched our life. We got the best jobs in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be the future of our company and an incredible advantage for us over our competitors.